Mario Skate, is he gonna get re-elected, you think? If I'm gonna be optimistic, I hope that he gets kicked out from the World Arm Wrestling Federation, as well as Mircha himself. But since doesn't have as much influence as he has with the actual game in the destruction of WF, I have a hard time to see that he will lose his seat anytime soon, unfortunately. But in this, I genuinely hope that he will be kicked out with Mircha as far away from arm wrestling as humanly possible. Because these individuals, they don't give a flying fuck about the arm wrestlers, the promoters, the referees, the staff members, none of that shit. And one big example is that they basically threaten Gabriela Vasconcelos that there will be consequences if you are going to this Knuckles Up event when it has athletes and the referees that we do not deem fit to be associated with any form of capacity. But the interesting thing here, and this is something that all of you need to have into consideration, but they are, because there are a lot of double standards going on in that organization. Because you basically have you had Niklas Nannestad, Craig Toulier, Shan Shaw, Dave Chafee, and Camille in that same Knuckles Up event, with a lot of these arm wrestlers that WF has banned themselves. They are not consistent with this whole quote-unquote burning and all of that. So for them to do this type of shady shit while the arm wrestling community, the athletes and all of that are simply too scared to say exactly what they are thinking, says a lot. If we needed to have a steady progression to get arm wrestling to a much better place, we need to hold our leaders accountable. If we are just gonna be silenced and then bow down to every type of decision making that the leaders of WF is doing, these shady practices are just gonna be doomed to continue. And I know a lot of arm wrestlers, athletes, promoters, referees are having the exact same, just gonna be shifting, the exact same type of mindset that I am having. But I am at least vocal to voice my opinion, to voice my concern, to voice my criticisms, to see when I'm seeing something that is not completely right. But the others, they are simply too scared to say anything, because if they are doing that, they are basically putting their own potential career, potential facing the athletes that they do want to face, and so on and so on. So if a change needs to happen, all of the participants that are still remaining at the WF needs to hold them accountable, needs to hold their voice heard, or make their voice heard, make their opinions heard, make everything. But it's just a damn shame that all of that is still affiliated with the WF are too scared to voice their concern, voice their opinions. Since WF has a reputation, or it is basically confirmed at this point, to basically put a big threat on athletes and all of that when they are slightly stepping out of line. It is basically working as the cancel culture in Hollywood. Since when you are in line, everything is going smoothly, you get respected, you get well treats and all of that, you get to compete with the very best and so on and so on. But if you're doing something that is remotely out of line, you get thrown out, you get outcasted, you get threatened with bans, you get putting not in good standing, whatever the fuck that means. They're basically thinking that the arm wrestler will just shut the fuck up about all of this. We are just gonna be doing everything that we want because we can. That is why I am simply refusing to set my foot on a arm wrestling table that has the WF logo on that. Yeah, sorry guys, this is turned into a really big rant, but